May I present Quiplash 3, Rise of the Poop Joke. I'm Schmitty, and it seems fate has brought us together to make fart jokes. And extra players can put in that room code and vote in the audience. Ready for round 1? 2 prompts will show up on your device. Answer them however the mood strikes. You'll go head-to-head against someone else's clever answer, and everybody else will decide which one they like better. Oh yes, points. You score points based on the percentage of voters who like your answers. Clear enough? Sure hope so. Let's go. There's seconds left. Use a safety quip if you have to. Okay, that's time. Now let's see who writes best on a deadline. It's quip time. First in line, the name of an appointment scheduling app nobody downloads. Voting time. And here we have Doctors Without Borders is a much better organization than Doctors Without Blank. And now pick your favorite. Next up, the biggest pet peeve among modern zombies. All right, vote for the one you like best. Next, a good name for a camel dance troupe. All right, people, it's voting time. All right, check this out. What the most popular kid from your high school is probably doing right now. And don't say hosting Quiplash. Okay, everybody, pick your favorite quip. And now, the name of a substitute teacher no student would mess with. We've got a no-show. Well, more points for you. Round 1 is in the books. Let's see how the scoring shakes out. Round 2 is upon us. Put on your best quip face because the points are doubled and the tension is thick. You're running out of time. Don't be afraid to use a safety quip. Don't let me down. Leading off, you can tell a nature documentary is fake when blank. Okay, choose away. Next we have, what's the most challenging chore when you're a handyman for a haunted house? And now it's time to vote for your favorite. And next, in the Renaissance, Bob Ross's nickname would have been blank. All right, choose your favorite. And next is, welcome to the town of Flangenheiden Paranuravalen, which in English means blank. Here's the fun part. Pick your favorite quip. Let's keep it going. A really terrible job would be the brand ambassador for blank. Time to pick the one you like best. Let's see the next one. Reviews have been mixed for the new series 20-minute guided meditations with blank. Decisions, decisions. Choose your favorite. Now that you've laid waste to round 2, let's survey the damage. Prepare yourself for Quiplash, a no-holds-barred quipaganza. On your device, you'll see a prompt that requires 3 separate responses. Don't screw it up, okay? Okay, it's thrip time. 3 things the worst couple you know always brings to dinner parties. Okay, choose your favorite. Your 3-step plan for defeating King Kong. Now it gets real. Pick your favorite. The 3 things Canada is the world leader in. Time to pick the one you like best. Nothing to do now but see those final scores. You have arrived. This is Quiplash 3. Goodbye, Mr. Quips. My real name is Josh, but you can call me Schmitty. It's a common nickname for Josh. Round 1 is upon us. Points are scored based on the percentage of people who choose your response. Let's quip. Okay, here's where the fun starts. And we start with a business word an important businessman might say for business. Punch in your vote. Without further ado, the worst thing to write inside a Get Well Soon card. Here's the fun part. Pick your favorite quip. Let's see how they handle. Sorry, we don't have Coke or Pepsi. Is blank okay? Okay, choose your favorite. Okay, what's next? A less radical band name would be Rage Against the Blank. Okay, everybody, pick your favorite quip. Moving right along, the strangest clickbait headline, Hot Blank are in your area. All right, vote for the one you like best. Next one up. If you're being honest with yourself, you'll never be brave enough to blank. And now it's time to vote for your favorite. Round one is done, but not forgotten. Let's check the scoreboard. Ready for round two? I hope so, because it's ready for you. Some of the prompts are a bit crazy, so the points are doubled. You're almost out of time. Don't forget your safety quips. It's go time! Let's break the ice with a pretty unprofessional name for an office chat channel. Let's vote! Next, a really disturbing thing a lifeguard could say during a rescue. Decisions, decisions. Choose your favorite. And next is the name of a punctuation mark used when a statement is followed by a fart. All right, people, it's voting time. All right, check this out. If this player were a fashion model, they'd be famous for wearing blank. And now, pick your favorite. Okay, what's next? What description of a dessert would also make a good drag queen name? All right, choose your favorite. Next we have a heartfelt dedication in a book that would make you immediately not want to read the book. Here's the fun part. Pick your favorite quip. Was round 2 as good for you as it was for me? Let's find out! Step right up to Whiplash! One last chance to strut your stuff! Tick-tock, time's almost up. Well, might as well get this over with. 3 things you can only do in Florida. All right, people, it's voting time. The 3 worst jobs in hell. Decisions, decisions. Choose your favorite. The 3 signs that you are now an adult. And now it's time to vote for your favorite. You did it! Now let's see those final scores.
Need a room code? You got it. F-I-M-K. Welcome to the Scrollaceum. These talented trainers are about to face off to see who's the best at creating champion characters with unusual skills. Will the underdogs take down the heavy favorites? It's time to get champed up. In this first step, the trainers will be prompted to draw and name a particular type of champion character. They'll be equipped with 2 tools, a pen for drawing and a thick marker for coloring in. Once a character is drawn and named, it can be submitted. The timer's been set. Off we go. seconds remain. Players need to name their character. The trainers are now moving on to creating a challenger. These characters will be the underdogs because their creators will see who they're competing against, but not what the contest will be. So they must analyze their opponent's unique skill set to create what they hope is a worthy challenger. Let's see the drama unfold. Second warning, name those characters. It's time for the main event. Our first opponent enters the ring. And in this corner we've got... These two will battle to see who is the champion of being overrated. They're trading punches. Extra cash goes to the underdog. Overrated! In this corner we've got... They'll be facing off against... We'll decide once and for all who is the champion of this player's secret child. Wants it more. Well, no other way to say it, it's a bloodbath. Will they be able to maintain this lead? A prodigy. Now entering the ring. And opposing them will be... One of them will be crowned the champion of pushing the envelope. My goodness! This has become a one-sided match. saw it coming. Next up, it'll be versus. These two are facing off to see who is the champion of sewer dwellers. I don't believe what I'm seeing. Is that all she wrote? I wouldn't want to make that angry. Moving on, we've got versus. One of them will walk out as the champion of the attic. Holy smokes! Out the popcorn, this is a good battle. Top of the house, top of the world. Make way for versus. Only one of them can be the champion of landlords. We're witnessing greatness. What a dominating performance. Don't expect to get that thing fixed. And that takes us to halftime. Here are the scores. Second warning, name those characters. Name those characters. It's the second half, which means it's time for the tag teams. Each matchup will include a surprise contest where players can tag out their characters. The bonus points are doubled and votes for both contests will be cumulative. Let's start things off with our first two fighters. One of them will be the champion of pranksters. The art of war. It's not over yet. Here's the next title up for grabs. The champion of getting fired on Monday. Will the trainers keep their characters or swap out? Huge blow. Can they counter? What a Herculean effort. Two new fighters enter the ring. Who is the champion of introverts? It's a close one. We'll declare a winner after this next match. The champion of setting things on fire. The trainers have a decision to make. They're going to the bench. Can they build on this momentum? To name a more iconic duo. Here's our next matchup. You will decide who is the champion of gambling. Get in the car, it's about over. They're slaying in character. This next contest could swing things. The champion of being $100,000 in debt. Will the players tag out? Let's find out. Who will draw blood first? Their chemistry is off the charts. It's time for our next bout. Who is the champion of macho? Is that the nail in the coffin? It all comes down to this next match. The champion of anger issues. What will the trainers do? Let's see. Talk about a character assassination. Now that there is teamwork, folks. Here are the next two fighters. One of them will be the champion of criminals. dear, look away! Look away! Now they'll be battling for this title. The champion of political cartoons. It's decision time. They're tagging out. We're watching a scribble quibble. Back and forth they go. They did the work of two fighters. Moving on. Who is the champion of mansions? Whoa, Nelly! Here's the next contest. The champion of hunting humans for sport. Here we go. Pandemonium. Holy smokes, I didn't see that coming. Can they recover? I don't know. Nothing can stop these two. Okay, folks, that was the final match. The judges are tallying the final scores, and we have a winner! Welcome to the Scrollaceum. These talented trainers are about to face off to see who's the best at creating champion characters with unusual skills. Will the underdogs take down the heavy favorites? It's time to get champed up. In this first step, the trainers will... It's time to name those characters! The trainers are now moving on to... It's time to name those characters. It's time for the main event. Here comes our first Brave Warrior versus... These two are competing to be the champion of this player's alter ego. The pen is fightier. Oh, what a huge blow! Can they counter? Some extra cash goes to the underdog. This identity is no secret. Here's our next competitor. Versus... One of them will walk out as the champion of trash. The art of war. Get the ice pack ready. It's time to take him out. Up next. And in this corner we've got... These two will battle to see who is the champion of being flawless. It's neck and neck. Oof, what a nasty uppercut. You did wake up like this. Up next. They'll be facing off against... We'll decide once and for all who is the champion of getting picked last. Now this is a duel. You don't want this on your team. Up next. And opposing them will be... One of them will be crowned the champion of timely metaphors. It's mayhem down in the draw ring. What a dominating performance! Move over, Banksy. Up next. Versus... These two are facing off to see who is the champion of poor decisions. They're evenly matched. Please, just put it out of its misery. Like regret. Here are the scores as we head into halftime. those characters. Seconds remain. Players need to name their character. It's the second half, which up next, you will decide who is the champion of aristocrats. The scales are beginning to tip. Now it's time to determine the champion of being a burden to society. What will the trainers do? Here come the reinforcements. This is pure pandemonium. Kapow! That's gotta hurt. Back and forth they go. These two, they just work so well together. Moving on. One of them will be the champion of conspiracy theories. Here we go. That'll leave a mark. Here's the next title. The champion of not reading the room. It's decision time. Holy smokes, I didn't see that coming. Will they be able to maintain this lead? There's no I in Team Kids, only in Kids. Up next, who is the champion of being Zen? My goodness! This has become a one-sided match. It's not over yet. Here's the next title up for grabs. Champion of Thanksgiving Dinner. Will the trainers keep their characters or swap out? Sweet mercy! Team for the ages. Let's start things off with our first two fighters. One of them will be a champion of business casual. It's a scrawl brawl. We'll declare a winner after this next match. The champion of getting their daily fiber. The trainers have a decision to make. They're tagging out. Who wants it more? Two new fighters enter the ring. You will decide who is the champion of cosplay. This is what happens when an immovable object meets an unstoppable force. This next contest could swing things. The champion of desperately trying to save their marriage. Holy Will the players tag out? Let's find out. I would hate to be on the receiving end of that blow. This is brutal. Here's our next matchup. One of them will be the champion of romantic fantasies. This is getting drawn out. It all comes down to this next match. The champion of job interviews. What will the trainers do? Let's see. It's anyone's fight. The tides are turning. I dare you to name a more iconic duo. Okay, folks, that was the final match. The judges are tallying the final scores, and we have a winner! Welcome to the Scrollaceum. These talented trainers are about to face off to see who's the best at creating champion characters with unusual skills. Will the underdogs take down the heavy favorites? It's time to get champed up. In this first step, the trainers will be prompted to 30 seconds remain. Players need to name their character. The trainers are now moving on to creating a... Second warning, name those characters. It's time for the main event. Here comes our first opponent. Versus, one of them will walk out as the champion of the community pool. It's a close one. More like a world chump, I'm just saying. Some extra cash goes to the underdog. No running. Up next. Versus. Only one of them can be the champion of being banned from the mall. Get out the popcorn. This is a good battle. Food court. Up next. Versus. These two are competing to be the champion of patriotism. What a battle! Up next, versus one of them will walk out as the champion of getting results. Holy smokes! Done. Up next. And in this corner we've got, well, you hate to see this, it's a forfeit. Oh, my innocent eyes. Up next. They'll be facing off against, well, you hate to see this, it's a forfeit. You know what? Let's not bother them. And that takes us to halftime. Here are the scores. Second warning, name those characters. Name those characters. It's the second half. It's time for our next bout. Who is the champion of immaturity? Whoa, Nelly! Oh dear, look away! Look away! Now they'll be battling for this title. The champion of punchable faces. It's decision time. It's a whole new fight. They got him on the ropes. These two, they just work so well together. Here are the next two fighters. You will decide who is the champion of good vibes. The art of war. It's the Clash of the Titans. Here's the next contest. The champion of being stoned. Here we go. Here come the reinforcements. Back and forth they go. That there is teamwork, folks. Moving on. Well, you hate to see this. It's a forfeit. A solo victory. What a feat. Up next. One of them will be the champion of the swamp. Here we go. Now it's time to determine the champion of misunderstood monsters. What will the trainers do? We're witnessing greatness! There's no I in team, kids. Only in kids. Moving on. Who is the champion of self-care? That all she wrote. Here's the next title. The champion of About to Snap. It's decision time. This is... Holy smokes, I didn't see that coming. It's a scroll brawl. This, folks, is what a hero looks like. Up next. Well, you hate to see this. It's a forfeit. cheese stands alone. Okay, folks, that was the final match. The judges are tallying the final scores, and we have a winner. Welcome to the Scrollaceum. These talented trainers are about to face off to see who's the best at creating champion characters with unusual skills. Will the underdogs take down the heavy favorites? It's time to get champed up. In this first step, it's time to name those characters. The trainers are... to name those characters. It's time for the main event. Here comes our first Brave Warrior. And opposing them will be... These two will battle to see who is the champion of the kids' table. This is what happens when an immovable object meets an unstoppable force. They got him on the ropes. I bet next year they'll be sitting with the adults. Up next, versus... Well, you hate to see this, it's a forfeit. Oh, this is disorder. Up next, versus... Well, you hate to see this, it's a forfeit. Oh, it's getting steamy in here. Up next, versus... Well, you hate to see this, it's a forfeit. So good. Up next, versus... Well, you hate to see this, it's a forfeit. You'll regret this tomorrow. Up next, versus... We'll decide once and for all who is the champion of bachelorette parties. I don't believe what I'm seeing. Some extra cash goes to the underdog. Back on the party bus, everyone. Here are the scores as we head into halftime. Name those characters. Name those characters. It's the second half, which means let's start things off with our first two fighters. Well, you hate to see this. It's a forfeit. The me versus the world mentality certainly paid off. Two new fighters enter the ring. You will decide who is the champion of yachts. Back and forth they go. It's not over yet. Here's the next title up for grabs. The champion of targets for the revolution. Will the trainers keep their characters or swap out? They're going to the bench. Oh, what a huge blow. Can they counter? Their chemistry is off the charts. Here's our next matchup. One of them will be the champion of being tall. Out the popcorn, this is a good battle. We'll declare a winner after this next match. The champion of no personality. The trainers have a decision to make. We're witnessing it's a whole new fight. The scales are beginning to tip. Tag team for the ages. It's time for our next bout. Well, you hate to see this. It's a forfeit. Who needs a teammate? Not this fighter. Here are the next two fighters. Well, you hate to see this. It's a forfeit. What a stud! Moving on. Well, you hate to see this. It's a forfeit. Stands alone. Okay, folks, that was the final match. The judges are tallying the final scores, and